A blessed morning to all of you, my dear brothers and sisters, and we welcome all of you to the Manila Cathedral as we celebrate this Holy Eucharist, this 25th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Allow me to share a story of mine. Last 2019, I was able to enroll in a driving school. And I thank the generosity of my lola who passed away for giving me that amount to enroll in a driving school. At sa tatay ko, sa mga tiyuhin at pinsan kong tinuruan akong magmaneho bago ako magkaroon ng formal driving school. And maybe to young men like me or sa mga nakapag-driving school o nakaunang hawak ng manibela. Di ba po, ang saya nung pakiramdam na una mong na paandar yung sasakyan. No? Siguro po, some would share the same sentiment with me. No? Ang saya ko po nung una ko pong napaandar yung sasakyan mula sa parking and to some distance away from the parking. No, parang iba po yung saya ko talaga nung araw na iyon. At mas masaya pa, nung sinabi na po nung instructor sa akin, "Sir, lalabas po tayo sa highway." Naku po, sabi ko, ito na. Nakakapagpagalaw na ako ng sasakyan ko. And in a driving school, or kahit saan naman pong paaralan, we have to take cues from the instructor. Siya ang nagsasabi, "Sir, gear 1. Sir, full stop po tayo. Sir, we have to slow down and turn to the left." At kapag nalilimutan ko pong humawak ng tama sa manibela, he would remind me, "Sir, put your hands, dalawang kamay po." Nagmamagaling. No? Dahil alam ko, naturuan naman na ako. Kahit hindi niya sinasabing mag-gear 2, nag-gear 2 ako at umaarangkada po kami. At sinasabihin niya, "Sir, gear 1 lang po." At minsan, hindi ko po makakalimutan ito, mag-U-turn po kami, hindi po ako nag-slow down at ginamit ko pa po yung buong kamay, yung isang kamay ko to slow down, to make a U-turn. At nasermonan na naman ako. No? Ang dami ko pong ganong series ng kwento nung nag-aaral ako magmaneho. And after years of practicing that, how to practice driving, I got to ask myself, masyado naman ako nagmamadali sa mga bagay na gusto kong matutunan. I want to drive this car as best as I can, and I am not taking things little by little, step by step. But from stage 1, I want to jump on to stage 6 and not to take days well. Not to be serious with the instructions of people and of even being helped by others to do it well. My dear brothers and sisters, if we are to ask Jesus how it is to be great, para kay Jesus, ang maging dakila ay hindi lumagpas sa madaming mga hagdanan sa buhay na ito. It will not always be you being clapped, you being congratulated by others, you being looked up. But sometimes you have to take cues from people who would sometimes correct you, who would sometimes need to hold also your hand and guide you in this life. And sometimes to take on uneasy, inconvenient, and even bad words. We try to look at what our readings today would like to teach us, most especially to this call to greatness. Our first reading and our gospel would once again remind us that greatness is to face all sorts of people who would not really understand us, but sometimes would express a lot of words that will dislike us, words that will sometimes kill our hearts and our lives. In the same way, how Jesus himself once again reminded his disciples that soon I will be facing death. I will take up the cross. I will be handed over to men. They will kill me. After 3 days, the Son of Man will rise again. Dahil nagtatalo-talo yung mga alagad, sino kaya yung pinakamagaling sa atin? Sino kaya yung paborito ng taong yan sa atin? And they thought that greatness is about what you do, what were the many things that you've produced, how you were liked by the Lord. But we all know that greatness is sometimes to be taught and to take cues from words and from even experiences in life that will teach us a lot. But more than that, my dear brothers and sisters, the path to greatness is also sharing fruits of wisdom. We've heard from the letter of St. James that every fruit of wisdom is purity, peace, gentleness, mercy, and many good fruits. Kung nais nating turuan ang taong maging mabuti at dakila, habang totoong kailangan natin silang turuan, kailangan natin silang pagsabihan o marahil sermonan, sometimes we have to be aware that they also need good words, good wisdom coming from us. Kung nais nyo pong maging mabuting mag-aaral ang mga anak ninyo, hindi nyo naman laging sasabihin, buti pa siya, may medal, ikaw wala. Buti pa yung kaklase mo. Yung assignment due for next week, tapos na after 2 days, ikaw, overnight, gagawin mo. But sometimes, the road to greatness would need people who would encourage us and would also share God's wisdom to all of us. Though with these 2 challenging experiences, we take hold to what we've all responded in our psalm a while ago. The Lord upholds my life. Sa mga bagay na tila tinuturuan tayo at binibigyan tayo ng linaw, huwag po nating kalimutan na patuloy tayong pinagtatanggol ng Diyos para maging dakila tayo. At ayan ang totoong kadakilaan. Kapag alam nating tinuturuan tayo, binibigyan tayong ng lakas, dahil sa ilalim ng mga bagay na ito, patuloy tayong pinakaiingatan at minamahal ng Diyos. My dear brothers and sisters, greatness is not an overnight project. It takes patience. It takes practice and even perseverance. Hindi po pwedeng magaling ka agad dahil lagi ka lang pinapalakpakan, dahil laging paborito ka ng tao, dahil mahal ka ng tao. But sometimes to be great is sometimes to face your sorrowful mysteries in life. To be great is sometimes to take up your cross. To be great is sometimes to be a little child, needing others' hands to guide us, needing others' guidance to straighten our capacities and our life. And we know that we won't only be great because of the people around us, But we know that we will be great because God will continue to uphold our life. God will continue to be with us, taking care of us.